Hey everyone, let's unbox and take a look at the Playful Cat by LEGO Creator. This is set number 31163, contains 407 pieces, retails for $24.99, and this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. Thank you, LEGO, and yes, it looks like we've got another brick-built animal. This one is of a kitten with a mouse and a ball of yarn. And in addition, it's like we get to build some kind of a bird and a puppy dog. I'd rather do the puppy dog. And that's the top of the box there. And just by first impressions, I'm going to be honest, this is probably not something I'd be totally interested in. I mean, look how adorable those look. They even got the anime eyes, too. Well, let's unbox this and see what kind of parts are inside. Now, let's see what kind of pieces we can explore here. Oh! Okay, I haven't seen paper bags in a while. That's kind of unusual. Maybe we're hiding the lack of color in this one. I do see some in there. So it looks like we have 3 numbered bags. And we have separate building guides. Now, obviously, you can't build all these in one sitting. But I think the numbered bags only apply to the main model. I think that's what they do. So it looks like we're building the mouse in that one. Let's see here. That could be a pigeon. I almost said Pidgey. You know, see here, if you start with the Pidgey, or I'm thinking of Pokemon. If you're starting with the pigeon or the bird, you have to dump all the bags out. So the numbered bags only pertain to the main model here. So somebody had asked me about that. Well, speaking of that, we're going to head to the second channel, build this set, and report my findings. We'll take a closer look. Here's the Playful Cat all assembled, and it's a very interesting build. And first we got a piece of yarn here. So you know how cats like playing with this stuff. It's very flexible too, so you can put it in every which way. Then, let me reach over here and get this little guy. Got a little toy mouse. Not really a lot to this, but it's meant for the cat just to grab onto. And finally, we got ourselves a little dish with cat food or catnip, whatever that is. You know, that's pretty much what that all is there. Now, let's go to the star of the show here, which is the Playful Cat. And honestly, this is not a bad build. It's very sturdy, so obviously you can make him move around. You can do that. His head even moves too. It rotates all around. I mean, it looks like he's looking around for something, huh? Give him that ball of yarn to play with. There you go. And he can just do that. And yeah, it's a flexible animal. I mean, can he eat food? His head can only go down so far. He's actually going to have to do that in order to eat. But you can even have him sit down. Let's see here. And the whole point about this is to see exactly how the model is. And he's very flexible. He's very flexible brick animal. So you can do that too and have him just paw this to death here. Like that. And honestly, it's a nice, adorable at that. So it is a playful kitten, very flexible, very sturdy. This feels like a very solid build. So we're going to start with the build quality, and you are getting just that, a very solid build. Even this here is pretty sturdy. I had nothing come off while assembling the set except for my mistakes, but those are easily corrected. Maybe the whiskers could flake off, but I didn't have any luck with those falling off, so that's pretty good actually. So, pretty much that's what he is for the quality of the build. My build experience, I'd say, was average with this set. I wasn't quite interested in the build. At first, the build started off with bright, colorful bricks, but by the time we got in the middle of bag 2 and 3, you're working with gray and white. So the color palette is lacking with this model. So if you look at something with a lot of bright colors, this one really isn't it, but it does have some color in here, as you can tell. So it's a nice addition for the models. Now, the Playful Cat does have some play value, as you can tell. You can have him move around, and you can have him walk and all that stuff. So he is a fully movable, playable model. but you wouldn't really be able to put this in a Lego city. Unless you want them as a statue. You could do that. You could put them on a float. It would look really cool. In addition, the set does offer a nice selection of dome bricks, bricks with bow, all that stuff. You could use these pieces for other creations like rock facades, or you can use the parts to make the other two models, which is pretty cool, as well as even take parts from your own collection and add it on to this. So I would say this is not really city drop-in ready, but it is possible with this. You could put this on a float and look really good. In addition to play value, this set can be assembled by up to 3 builders. So bag 1 does the cat food, the little mouse, and the yarn, in addition to the torso. Bag 2 does the head, and bag 3 does the front and hind quarters. And at the very end, you can put everything together. So it is possible up to 3 people can assemble this set at the same time. But bag 1 is the one that has the torso, so the other 2 builders will have to wait until this part is done. But at the end, you can put everything together. So it is possible up to 3 builders with this set. And I'm pretty pleased with that because it'll make a nice group project for an afternoon, especially for family or friends, which is really cool. Because who doesn't like group builds? You've got to share the fun. So my final score on this set is going to be a 9 out of 10. The high score is mainly due to group build. The build is strong and sturdy, didn't fall apart, but the color palette's just lacking. And honestly, for me, this set just didn't keep my interest. And no, I'm not going to fail it because I just didn't like it. And I know some of my viewers will like this set and take the Playful Cat and display it on their desk or bookshelf. So it's meant to be a shelf queen. But all in all, though, it is a nice build, just not something of my liking. But tell me what you think.